Yo, what up? This is Bryce Vine, and you're watching BestFan.
Love the way you shiver, dig into my shoulder blades, feel it when you quiver, higher level elevate, you could be the renegade, body to a glide.
What's up, best fans? I'm hanging out with Bryce Vine here in Toronto. Congratulations on all your success lately. You have a really big single out right now with Loud Luxury. Drew Barrymore, we're obsessed with that song as well, and your debut album just came out recently. How's life been like?
It's moving quickly.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Yeah, it's great to be back in Toronto, to be able to play such a dope venue and show. So I'm just like taking it one step at a time, man.
Yeah. Well, okay, so the album that was released in July, Carnival, that was your debut album, correct?
Yeah, first one.
So with the debut album, I'm sure there were a lot of nerves, as most artists feel. What was something that you kind of felt nervous about that you may have overcome in the recent months since your CD came out?
I feel like it's pretty common for like every artist to never be done with a body of work, and it takes somebody else to kind of be like, all right, we gotta like put it out. There's gotta be a deadline, otherwise we won't stop. So it was just, that was my only fear. Like, I kept hearing different things that were gonna bother me, and I knew that this was my first album, so I wanted the songs to be in a place where I could listen to them over and over like anybody else and hear them eventually how everyone else is hearing them. And there were like little things that kept bothering me, but I fixed them mostly. Yeah.
If there was one song other than the singles that have come out that if a fan that didn't hear your music before was going to listen to, what song would you want that to be and why?
I think La La Land is a pretty great representation of the kind of music I make. Like, it's meant to be enjoyed and like to have fun with your friends, and like that's the song that you turn on, or the kind of music that I turn on after a long day, you know, and just like to vibe out to. So I think that's a good representation, yeah.
Okay, cool. 3 things that people who follow you on social media might not know about you already.
3 things.
Only like your friends would know.
I'm kind of a bookworm. I don't like to go out very much. I hate going to clubs because my job is loud, so I like being around quiet things. And
Which is surprising because your music is very like fun to listen to, like out at a bar.
I love playing it. Like I love being in the energy of a show,
Yeah.
but outside
That's
of that,
enough.
yeah, that's good. You know. A third thing, I didn't know how to pronounce Givenchy until very recently. Not a very bougie cat.
I don't know if I can say that.
Givenchy.
That sounds pretty fancy.
I'm getting there. Yeah.
So you said you're a bookworm. What's a couple books that you would recommend?
I'm reading Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy right now. He wrote like No Country for Old Men, so it's really good. It's about this gang that was like in the late 1800s. True story. This gang called the Glanton Gang that went out and they were paid by the government to hunt Apache Indians who were like super murderous Native Americans that no one really ever talks about. And then I read Travels by Michael Crichton, which is just like an inspiring travel book from a really cool author. I just like hearing different stories in people's lives and then just using that to write.
True. There's actually, now you said travel, there's a lyric in Drew Barrymore that goes, let me just read it to you.
I talk about travel.
Yeah. I want to make every single moment for you great. Fly away to Cairo or LA. Talking about travel though, favorite travel spot that you've been to so far? Or like really cool travel memory.
I love Amsterdam. Amsterdam's a great town. Easy to walk around. Beautiful culture, beautiful people.
Any fun stories you can share with us about your visit to Amsterdam?
On the way out of Amsterdam, heading to the border of Sweden, obviously weed was legal. This was a couple years ago before weed was legal everywhere, including here. And I remember we stopped in a parking lot, and our bus driver came out and he said, "Hey, Machine Gun Kelly's bus is in the same parking lot, and they want to know if you guys want to smoke all the weed with them." So that was that night.
Interesting. Yeah. Cool. And since we are from BestFan, we want to know, what are you a best fan of? And it doesn't have to be music related. It can be like anything.
Best fan of Italian food.
Anything in particular?
All of it. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us. Here with Bryce Vine, I'm Sharon Bhella signing out.
Girl, I want it, I don't want to waste time, 'cause you're the next Drew Barry, and I want more. All these other girls keep wondering what I fuck with you for.